Surprise, surprise. I didn't tell nobody I was doing this. Here I am, what the business is. You know who I am. Hey, this piano man just deciding to come in. If you see it, cool. If not, you just catch me on the rebound. Had a little vacant time after church and just took a break from my homework and studies for just a minute, just to come in and say hello to everybody. Like I said, I do not expect anyone to be on here because I didn't even tell my crew that I was going to be on. I was just surprising everyone. Um, so if somebody sees it, hello. If not, like I said, you'll see it on the flip side there when they come on YouTube. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's well. Um, just a little something I just wanted to say. I just wanted to have a little fun today because I think sometimes what we do is often we don't um, we don't a lot of times uh, we stay this grindstone and we stay by these agendas and this, that, and the third. But I believe in just having fun, and sometimes you just have to kind of, as they say, let your hair down. Now I'm bald headed, so I don't have any hair to let down, if you will. But you know what I mean when I say that. Just have some fun and everything. So just hope and pray everybody's well. A lot of different things being said. Um, um, in the sports world. It's kind of exciting. Some things are exciting, some things are sad, and some things are just downright funny. Some things are just downright hilarious. And so, um, wait a minute, I'm about to do something. Hold up. Yeah, some things are just downright funny. Some things are kind of on the sad side, and some things, I think some folks are just making too much out of something. You know what I'm saying? Um, it is what it is. But here I am. I just wanted to kind of address a couple of things. Like I said, I'm just having fun today, and I just wanted to um, just see what y'all thought about it. I'm just gonna talk about stuff off the random. Last week, we know that week one of spring training for the Alabama Crimson Tide, roll tide to all the fans out there, roll tide to Alabama Nation. And man, it is so good to have some football back in our lives, even if it's just for a few days that will usher us into the official summer break. But after giving it much thought, uh, what's up, Dwight, my producer? Dwight, I don't know why it's not popping, but on this one here, big dog, I this is more of an impromptu one. Got you, Dwight. I see you, big dog, my producer. Dwight is here, my main man, my right hand. Dwight, this is strictly impromptu. I didn't just per se put it out there like that. I wanted to surprise everybody. That's what I was trying to do to see what would happen. But if the notifications are not coming up, we'll fix that. We're gonna fix it, okay? But I just wanted to kind of break the monotony of some stuff. And because y'all know Piano Man, I come with my own take on it. It's not right or wrong, it's just my opinion. I respect your opinion. I'm pretty sure you respect mine. At least some folks do anyway. But I'm not gonna call no name. But everybody has their own opinion. I'm so glad that we have some Alabama football back, even if it's just spring drills. Kind of give us a sneak peek into what we could be looking at come next fall. We all know that spring drills are sort of, well, A Day, if you will, is sort of modified this year because of poaching and the transfer portal and this and that and the third, which I am of the firm persuasion. I don't care if you cancel it or not. That's not going to stop poachers from coming into your program. Now, especially a program like Alabama, where it is the standard. Well, people are going to come where the standard is. I mean, that's just common sense. And wherever good players are, excuse me, wherever good players are, they're coming. They're coming at you. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. Just being honest with you. It's just that simple that they're going to come to wherever the good players are. They're coming. They're going to come. And then number two, in that same vein, if a player feels like that he's not going to get the playing time, then guess what? It is what it is. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. They're gonna leave. They're gonna go elsewhere. They're gonna go somewhere where they think they can get the playing time. That's where we are now. Let's face it, folks. It's here. And everybody's excited about what they saw last week. You know what? It's all fine and good. Whenever it deals with Alabama, I'm excited, but I'm also a realist. Look here. They were not in pads. They were not really in contact. They were just throwing and catching the football and, just trying to get in the offensive sets together, see who's throwing what, who's accurate, who's not accurate, who's strong, who's weak. It is what it is, folks. You got to, on some channels, I heard Coach Sean talking about someone put out that it was a 2-man race. That's a lie. It's a 3-man race. Ty Simpson, Austin Mack, Keelan Russell. It's just that simple. It's a 3-man race. All 3 quarterbacks have a chance to be the starter. All 3 of them. It's not a 2-man race. It's 3-man. It's 3 men in this thing. I'm just being honest with you. It's 3 men in it. Some of us, in all of our exuberance, we don't think. We don't think. And I'm gonna be the first to say sometimes I've even gotten caught up in the exuberance of it and gotten caught up in, but just was not being realistic. I was not being realistic. But I'm gonna be realistic this time. The realisticness of it all is this right here. We have a 3-man quarterback race. We really do. And I said this before, I'll say it again, and everything. And hopefully other people will come on so we can talk about it. If not, I can just keep on going and move on to the next thing. Check this out. Whoever leads the team the best, whoever can operate and do what they're supposed to do for the offense and complete the passes, run the offense efficiently and effectively, that's who's going to be the starting quarterback. It's not given to anybody. It's not. It's all about right now trying out, seeing, testing, this, that, and the third. That's what this is all about. We were, and I mean, don't get me wrong. What I saw from the defense is all cool. But can I tell you something? That's nothing new to me. I expect them to do that. I really do. I expect them to do that. I expect them to do what you saw last week from Dijon. I expect that. What you saw last week from Sierra Brooks, I expect that. Whoever was throwing the pass to him, I expect that. I do. Now, call Piano Man a hater, call me whatever you want to call me fair weather. It does not matter. I expect everything that people are oohing and ahhing about and ranting and raving about. I expect that. Now, come talk to me when we put the pads on. Come talk to me when there's some sort of contact, at least 40, 50% contact. Now come talk to me. Remember Jalen Hale from last year? When did he get hurt? Doing spring training. Now come talk to me. What's up, JB? What's up, JB? Hey, Coach Carl. welcome back, sir. I know you are refreshed, refocused, refined, rejuvenated, revived. Coach Carl been out the country, y'all. I ain't mad at you, big brother. Check this out, Coach Carl. I'm applying for my passport tomorrow. Oh yeah, yes sir, yes sir. And I'm gonna get revived and refreshed and rejuvenated and all those other reasons, reinventing and all that kind of stuff. Get reinvigorated and all them other big fancy words I know you got going on. But welcome back, Coach. Man, we missed you, but we're so happy for you. Kangaroo, the man, the legend himself, Kangaroo Black, is up in the house. And I'm so glad. That's my big brother. Kangaroo Black, me and you need to have a heart-to-heart discussion, sir. We just need to have a heart-to-heart discussion. I need to come to the Carolinas and look you in your, as a friend girl of mine used to say, I need to come to the Carolinas and look you in your eyeballs. I need to come. I need to see Kangaroo Black. I need to talk to him face to face, because he and I need to have a brother to brother conversation, and all that good stuff. If you have not subscribed to On the Block Sports with Coach Carl, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And if you have not subscribed to Kangaroo Black, both of his channels, listen to me now, both of his channels, Kangaroo Black, am I saying it right? Both channels, unless you've added a third one in there somewhere. My brother has two channels, and that second channel have to deal with one of my favorite subjects, food. Hallelujah, food. So I'm just telling you now, if you have not checked out his food channel, his cooking channel, you are missing a treat. I'm telling you, man, you are missing a treat. Kangaroo Black, man, my big brother, Coach Carl, my big brother, Piano Man, is proud of both of y'all, and I'm so glad that y'all just let me in y'all's life, man, because it's hard to find true, authentic brothers, and I mean just true to the game, and don't mind sharing. But then by that same token, that if they feel like that they see that you're erring, there's some error in your ways, they come to you in a way, that it's all about the love of it, and they want to see you make it just like they are. So Piano Man is most appreciative of it. And so Kimberly, hey, yeah, Kimberly, big brother has been kind of laying low. For those of you that don't know, I'm in school. I am in school. I'm in school. I'm just gonna leave it like that. I'm trying to finish up 2 degrees, if you really want to be honest, 2 of them. So Piano don't have the time to be on here like he should, like he wants to, but in a couple of more months, I have one out the way, and then I just have one more to go, and then we're going to go from there. And JB said it best. It's not about being first over here. It's not. It's about just being factual, being fair, and being friendly. I could care less who put out a story first. It won't make me no never mind, but I still gonna have my own opinion about it. So, because that's what I want to talk about. And I wish that I could, if I knew how to do this thing where I could bring in Coach Carl and Kangaroo Black, because what I'm about to talk about is going to be right up their alley after this little segment right here. If somebody can talk me through it, Dwight, if you can talk me through it, big dog, I can bring Kangaroo Black and Coach Carl on, because I want to talk about this foolishness with the NBA for a minute. I want to talk about, because I'm gonna make an analogy. I'm gonna make a comparison to something, and y'all gonna see which way I'm going in just a minute. But back to Alabama football, y'all, when they put these pads on in that second, see, look, Coach Carl and Kangaroo, y'all arrest JB, please. Y'all put JB under arrest right now. Dwight, put JB under arrest right now, and just hold him. Just hold him till I get there. Till I get there. But I'm waiting on the pads to come on, because what I'm waiting to see is how we're going to how this is going to lock horns. how we're going to hit. How is this? How's that? Uh, hey, KT, good to see you. You know what you KT, you know what the business is. I ain't even got to address you. All right. And I love Kangaroo Black's shows too. But I want to ask you something. I'm ready for the pads to come on because if you remember right, this is how Jalen Hale got hurt last year. Okay, I got you. Okay, I got you, Kangaroo. I'll be there. I'm taking the night off from studying. That's why I'm on here. And so I'm taking the night off. So I'm going to I just came on for a few minutes just to say hello to everybody. But I'm waiting on the pads to come on. That's what I'm waiting on. I'm waiting on the pads to come on. I made the statement that the reason I'm not so up in the air now about spring training, I'm coming to A-Day and all that good stuff. But man, listen, I'm waiting to see who's going to hit the transfer portal. That's all I'm waiting to see. And I want to say something else while I'm at it. I'm not just talking about Bama. I'm talking about everybody. Everybody. Because this transfer portal thing actually is out of control. It really is. It's out of control. It's really out of control, folks. It's out of control. Then we know somewhere in the process of the summertime, we know that revenue sharing is going to come up. That subject matter is going to come up and it's going to be implemented this year. Now, that might not mean much to the average fan, but if you really pay attention to it, it's going to factor into a lot of different things because let's just be honest. This Piano Man's opinion now. The NIL versus the pay for play scenario is real. Because I've said it before, I'll say it again. The NIL does not apply to everybody. Everybody doesn't get it in the same vein like other folks get it. Where's my phone? I want to tell you about, there is this app called Roy. Yes. If you go and download this app, and Kangaroo Black, I know how you feel about this, but I'm not telling you to download the app to pay anything. But I'm telling everybody to download this app. It's called Roy, and key in Alabama Crimson Tide. And what happens is you will see where the players' names will come up. Now watch this. On my screen, there's the three favorite players. Now, there's Damani Jackson on the screen right here. Damani Jackson, there's Jalen Milroe, and there's Ryan Williams. Okay. Under my favorite team is the University of Alabama. All right. In Roy, what Roy does is it allows you to contribute to these players' collective. So when the top three, I guess the favorite players are, I don't know if, because I didn't key them in, but I think that the favorite players are most of the fans' favorite as a composite. It was Damani, Jalen, and Ryan. That's what they have on here. But if you go on into the Alabama side of this, you will see that all the players have this where you can contribute to their collective, to their own personal collective. You can. There are so many diverse ways that you can contribute to these players. I mean, you know, it's there. It's right there. But the problem is with that is I'm bringing it to light here, even though it's probably nothing new and all that good stuff. But what I'm saying is that no two players are being treated alike. Get that out your head, because they're not. They're not. I had a chance to talk with a player's mom on via text. Had a chance to talk with his mom. And she told me out of her own mouth that NIL did not spell good for her son. Everybody don't get the same amount as far as NIL goes. They don't get the same fair shake. They don't. Now, maybe this week, maybe this year, this particular player, I'm not going to call his name, but maybe this particular player may get a fair shake at NIL. But last year, he did not. He didn't. The app is called Roy, R-O-Y, just Roy. And you'll see. And when you go in and you will see how it's listed, and it gives you the opportunity to contribute to them personally. It gives you the opportunity. But Kangaroo Black, I feel you when you said earlier part, when that letter from Greg Byrne came out about contributing to was it Yay Alabama or to Alabama? You know what I'm talking about, Kangaroo Black. I understand, because I do contribute through a place called FanStop. And I have a monthly subscription where I get shirts, hoodies, either short sleeve shirt, long sleeve shirt. I get 2 hoodies a year. And so for let's put it like this, for a whole year, I get something every month. I got a closet full of Alabama paraphernalia. I have it. I have so much that I've even given some of it to my sister. I've given it. And I pay right at $30 a month for this. That's my way of contributing. I have, so you do 30 times 12, and then that's how much I've contributed through the year. That may not sound like much, but much and everything. But for me, because I love the Tide like that, I can sacrifice something. Just saying now. JB says, I would like to get, what, I'm gonna highlight this, JB. I hope you don't mind there, big brother. I'll highlight that. JB said, I would hope we get back to Bama guys leaving through competition rather than NIL. That way we can understand the departure. I got you, JB. Yes. I am in total agreement, 1,000%. I am in total agreement, 1,000%. Because this NIL situation now, people and JB, Kangaroo Black, all of y'all, want me to tell you what my problem is with the NIL and all that kind of stuff. You've got guys that's even not that good chasing a bag. That's my problem. I can see you chasing a bag. I can see you chasing a bag and you pretty good. But how in the world you chasing a bag and don't start? Huh? What? Must be out your mind. How you chasing a bag and you on the kickoff team? Now, am I putting down guys on the kickoff team? No. When I played on the kickoff team and kickoff return. I was a starter, but I went all the, but when I played all the way around. But I'm talking about now, back in my day, NIL didn't stand for nothing. What was an NIL? Neil meant nothing. That's what NIL stood for when I was coming along. Kneel, nothing. Kneel, fall down on your knees and pray. That's what NIL meant back when I was coming along. Kneel. That's what it was. Now you got guys on, I'm a good kickoff return, man. I think I need a bag. That's what it's done to people. It's messed them up in the head. So I'm with JB. I want to see guys leave because they know because they got beat out of a competition. Not because they go and search some money, and all that kind of stuff. No, that's not cool. Now, I know I'll get a lot of flack for it, but I don't care. I'm like Charles Barkley. I don't care. I want all that smoke because You know, if you're searching for a bag, take your in to work. Work, go to work every day. And I guarantee you, at the end of a 2-week period, your bag will be waiting on you. Get a job. Get a job. That's what you do. Get a job. If you want a bag, get a job. And don't tell me that running back kickoffs is your job. If you're not starting, bruh, you're not starting, come on now. Let's be sensible. Let's be sensible. Yeah, Coach Carr, I want the smoke. Man, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Beat me up? Well, let me be quiet. Ooh, Father. Like, come on. How in the world you gonna look for a bag and you ain't starting? Really? I'm just saying. So I'm ready for spring training to come and go and all that kind of stuff. So then we're gonna have a real conversation of who's leaving. I'm just saying. Thank you, Kangaroo. Oh, JB, you know I say it. I want the smoke. Look here. If you really want me to say it, I want the fire too. Because I'll put your fire out, bro. I'll put it out. Come on with it. How you gonna not be a starter and want a bag? Take your in and go get you a job. Mm-hmm. 45 minutes of no sound. Man, look, that's when you're showing up preaching in, and then all of a sudden you realize there ain't no sound. Man, as we say in church, the devil is busy, but I want the smoke, the fire, all the blaze, because I'm gonna put it out. I'm through being nice to folks, man. I'm through being nice to folks. I'm through being nice. You got that right. And I ain't talking, I hear you, JB, and I ain't talking Rick James and Tina Marie either. That's old school talk, fire and desire. Uh-huh. But how you gonna be a starter? I mean, how you gonna search for look for this bag and don't start? JB said something a few weeks ago, and I have to tip my hat to my big brother, to my nephew there. He said he could respect Roydale, and I forgot who else it was, for leaving Alabama and going to Florida State, because Roydale realized he was not going to get the playing time but behind Jam and Justice Haynes. And so JB said it best. And so and after kind of thinking about it after we went off, I kind of thought about it. I said, JB's right. I can respect that, because that was for competition. It was a competitive thing. So I don't blame Roydale, and I forgot the other brother the other player that left and they went to Florida State. My only problem with that is where they went, and look at the result they got out of it. That's my only problem. My heart hurts for Roydale. That wasn't fair to him. That wasn't fair. But the other part of that is Roydale didn't know that Florida State was going to have the season that they had. He didn't know. Roydale went with thoughts of Malik Benson went with the thoughts of going in. Was it JoJo Earl? I think it was. Those guys were good, but it goes to show you how deep Bama was. Bama was deep, man. Those guys knew that they were not going to play. And let me give you some more while we're at it. Yeah, Malik Benson. What's up, Nick? Nick Saban Jr. Let me tell you something. Bama's deep again. Don't look now, but Bama's deep. Some people might not agree, but you might want to go back and look at the roster. Bama is deep now. Why you think some of those folks left before spring training got started? Because Bama's deep. A school like Alabama is, especially whether it's football, basketball, baseball, a school like Alabama won't be shallow. Won't be shallow. Exactly, Coach Carl. You can't blame them. They went to a talented team, but players left. Mm-hmm. He's talking about, and who Coach Carl is referring to is, if I think is Roy Dale and those guys that went to Florida State. And people, thank you, Coach Carl, for bringing that up, because brothers and sisters, let me tell you something. If you go back, and this is the something, and I'm gonna say this, I wish some folks from Georgia was on here so I could, so for true Georgia fans who lives in reality, Georgia lost some players. Florida State lost some players. When Florida State did not get into the national championship picture of last year, what did those players do? They left. They left. Just being honest with you. Malik Benson was a placeholder. That starting spot should have been somebody else. My point exactly. Just saying. We don't know all of the ins and outs and the behind the scenes of our football teams, whether, shoot, some of you barely know what's going on the Pee Wee section. So how in the world you know about what's happening at Alabama or Notre Dame or Georgia or Boston College for that matter? We got all these want to be inside, all these want to be inside people that don't know their head from third base. But you get the news just like we get it, and we comment on it. Now, if God has blessed you and you got an inside source and everything, then my hat's off to you. I salute you, and I don't hate on you. And when you report it, Piano Man gonna be there to pick up that nugget, and I'm gonna take it on and say from a reliable source. I'll do that. I give you that. But like JB said earlier when we first came on the air, this ain't about being first. This is about being correct. I'm just saying. So we've got a lot to look for this year. So starting in the spring, I'm just saying that I think that we've got a lot to look into. So I'm waiting to see who's going to jet. That's what I'm waiting on. That's what I'm waiting on. I want to see who's going to jet. But then by that same token, I want to see who may come in. Tell you something. Isaiah Horton ain't going nowhere. Ain't going nowhere. This is the reason why I'm saying that the quarterback competition is of the utmost importance. And for folks to go around saying it's a two-man, two-horse race, you're lying. It's a three-man race. I'm going to say it again. Ty, Austin Mack, Keelan Russell. And who's to say that a fourth quarterback won't come on the scene? Haven't heard anything, so don't read nothing into that. I'm just presenting a question. Exactly, Nick. Isaiah Horton is a route running god. And his former teammates at Miami has already said, this dude is a beast. So, in the words of Kangaroo Black, let's look at the potentials. And in the words of Coach Sean, the proof is in the details. Alabama going to be loaded this year. Now, I'm going to say this from the most objective way that I can. And this is going to be the only time I'm going to reference this guy. So here we go. I'm of the firm persuasion, to a certain degree, that Milroe may have wanted to stay. This is just an opinion, but because of who was coming in and because of his style of play, that was not going to work this year. Not when you got an Isaiah Horton, a Jerm Bernard, a Ryan Williams, and all the rest of that wide receiver crew. And like what Kangaroo Black said, the dude footwork is crazy. That wide receiver room of Alabama's this time is crazy. And you've got to have the right quarterback. And I'm going to say this now. And the quarterback does not have to be dynamic. He just needs to be able to manage and lead and command the offense. Yes, sir, JB. Gotta highlight the JB again. This James Brown right here. Check this out. I'll let one good player go to keep a great team together. I will too. I sure will. What Coach Carl says, that room is stupid good. Yes, it is. The right quarterback has to be there. The manager, he has to be there to manage the offense. He got to do it this go, Rip. Now, Kangaroo Black, let me know what time you getting ready to get off, so because I want to come and hang out with you. We all want to come over there and hang out with you and add to your collective, bro. That's what we want to do. So I'm a team player, man. I'm for my brothers, okay? I just wanted to come on just to see, you know, so folks could tell me hello. And that's the other part. Kangaroo Black, got to show this. I got to show this. When my folks say something profound, there's your key right there. There's your key right there. Okay, I got you, Coach. Kangaroo, got you. As long as the O-line do their job, this offense just might be the best in the country. Right there. Right there. That's the bottom line. That's the bottom line right there, folks. Over there with us, we're keeping it a buck. That's what we've been saying. What will be the relationship between the quarterback and the O-line? I'm not worried about anybody else. I'm not worried about the wideouts. I'm not worried too much about the defense. Maybe special teams a little bit. Got to make sure. And I'm gonna go. JB, hold up for a minute. Hold up. We got to show that right there. You know. Here we go. JB says, I'm gonna tell you this: film study is about to be on the #1 priority. I couldn't have said it better. Because I believe that's what the problem was last year. Not being able to comprehend what you see. I'm a school teacher, and it breaks my heart to see a child who can't read. And then it breaks my heart again to see a child who can read but can't comprehend. I don't know which one is the worst. Not reading or reading and no comprehension. Both are fatal. So I believe that proper film study, the breaking down of the film, breaking down of a game, and I'm talking about the film study to a point to where you in there for hours just studying film, like Kobe Bryant used to do. Kobe Bryant would watch, it's been rumored that he would watch in his lifetime, peace be upon Kobe. Kobe would watch one particular segment and would stay on that particular segment for hours. What? Wait a minute. Newsflash. I don't know if y'all said this, Kangaroo Black. Devontae Adams just signed with the Rams. Are you serious? Okay. All right. That's the NFL moment. That's the NFL breaking news for the moment. But okay, I got you, KT. Okay, all right, Devontae Adams. Okay, I wonder what's next. And while I'm on that, I'm gonna go back to Alabama just a second. Did y'all see you cleaning house? I hope y'all cleaning house, KT. It's been a long time since I liked the Jets. That's when I was a little boy, and that's how I started liking Alabama, fooling with the New York Jets. You know what, Kangaroo Black, your Commander's gonna be all right, but I think them Eagles gonna do them again, bro. I think the Eagles gonna do them again. You know, I think the Eagles gonna do them again, but we gonna see. New season coming up, new focus and everything. But the Commanders are gonna be okay. But KT, if the Jets are cleaning the house, I'm gonna take your word for it, baby girl. I'm gonna take your word for it. But I'm with Coach Carl. Debo will be huge if he stays healthy, and I'm also wanting uh, Jaden Daniels to stay healthy too. Mm-hmm. Quarterbacks have this tendency of that came up on the scene and did what he did. The next year about that is like it's like they have a target on their back. Because trust me, they're gonna come after Jalen Hurts and Saquon Barkley. Watch and see. Defenses are gonna come at them. So mark this down: Jaden Daniels, Jalen Hurts, Saquon Barkley, Debo Samuel. Them defenses coming, man. They coming. Yeah, I'm with you, Coach Carl. It's gonna be hell for Daniel. They gonna come with it. I'm looking to see, and I got to get back to Alabama, but I'm looking to see how Washington, the Commanders, are going to deal Jonathan Allen. I'm looking to see how that's going to turn out. I haven't heard anything, so if you have, just go ahead and put it in the chat. Kimberly, you my sister, and I love you. I got 2 words for you: keep dreaming. Keep dreaming. I've heard this tune about the Baltimore Ravens for the last 3 or 4 years, and they hadn't even come close. I'm going to put it to you this way. In that AFC, long as Patrick Mahomes is playing, that's all I got to say. Coach Carl said they better re-sign him. If Washington know what I know, they better. Because if they don't, it's a team going to throw some serious cash. It's going to be a team to throw some serious cash at Jonathan Allen. I'm telling you. Jonathan Allen's too good on that D-line. He's too good. So it's going to be interesting of what's about to happen with Washington. Keep your eye out on them, folks. I'm no Washington fan, but I'm a football fan. Keep your eye on Washington. Watch those Commanders. Watch them. But I still believe that at the end of the day, barring injury, Philadelphia's still going to be the team to beat. Washington's going to be a close second. Then after that, it's going to be whomever. But it's going down between Washington and Philly. Dallas, anyway, keep moving. I'm going to be honest with you. And then I'm going to get back. I'm saying this, I'm going to get back to Alabama. I don't know who I dislike the most. The Dallas Cowboys, Auburn, Georgia, LSU, Tennessee, or the Devil. Make your choice. I don't know which one I dislike, which one I can't stand the most. Just being honest with you. Dallas, Auburn, LSU, Georgia, Tennessee, or Satan. I don't know which one I dislike the most. I think Satan, and then after that, everybody else just tied to him. Dallas tied to him. Auburn sure enough tied to him. LSU tied to him. Georgia and Tennessee, they just tied to Satan. So there it is. I don't like Satan. And those other 5 teams, they all attached to him. They from the devil. They just the devil. I can't stand them. Anyway, but I'm just saying, in that pro thing with Devontae Adams going to the Rams, watch the Rams too now. I'm not sure about their defense, but, you know. And I'm a Pittsburgh fan. Just pray for us. Just keep us on the prayer list. Please keep us on the prayer list. We need to be on the prayer list. We need to be on, Pittsburgh need to be on the prayer list. Lord Jesus. My goodness. But back to Alabama. But our wide receiver room is going to be crazy. Our running back room is going to be crazy too. Trust me on that. Now, if I was Jam Miller, you better run like you on fire. We won't play UG again until 2028. After this year, because I know we have them in Athens in September. So they don't want to see us no more. Georgia don't want to see us no more. Honest to goodness, coach. They don't want to see Bama no more. They don't want to see Alabama no more. Georgia suffers from Bama-itis. They can beat everybody but us. So I was on Twitter a couple of weeks ago, and this guy, Lee, I'm trying to get him to come on and come hang out with us sometime. Lee's a good dude, though. He's from Georgia. But Lee said he just talks about Alabama like we're nothing. And he says, oh, this year we're beating Alabama. I told him, you don't believe that yourself. I'm with you, Kimberly. That's just some good entertainment. That's the best entertainment. I love watching Alabama beat Georgia. I love watching Alabama beat everybody, but especially Georgia. And then you go back and watch the reaction videos. Oh, man, those folks from Georgia have a meltdown. They have a meltdown, a real live meltdown. When they lose to Bama, they melt like Frosty the Snowman when the sun come out. I'm telling you. But it's going to be interesting this year of how these things are going to turn out for Bama. So I'm just saying, as it relates to this spring training thing, I'm just saying, keep it in the road. Keep it in the road. Bama will beat Georgia on their worst day. Georgia can't beat Bama practice. I'm with Kangaroo Black on that one. Matter of fact, Kangaroo, I got to show that so everybody can see. I'm just gonna sit back and just admire that statement from KB himself. They can't beat Bama's practice squad. Can't beat them. And you know what? And you know what the funny part is? And the funny part is sad, but it's true. The Georgia fans know it. The Georgia fans know it. They know it. They'll tell you that. True Georgia fans will tell you that. They'll tell you, we can't beat Bama. We can't beat them. You need to, if you go on YouTube sometime and go and just type in Georgia reactions to playing Alabama or losing Alabama, however that goes, you will see some hilarious stuff on there. I promise you, you will. You will. Georgia losing 5 games. You heard it here first. Kangaroo Black said, "What? Wait a minute. Now it's finna be. It's finna be. There it is. Kangaroo Black. It's on the big screen. Georgia losing 5 games. You heard it here first. First, where JB at? Where JB at? There go that word again, JB. First." Oh man. UGA still Alabama East. Oh gosh. I don't know about that 5-game part. I just know I don't think Georgia. I'll say it like this. If it's 5 games, okay. But I'm telling you now, I can't, JB, first, first, JB, let's go there first. First. I don't believe Georgia is as good as their fans, and the media is making them out to be. I'm just being honest with you. True football fans, like those who study the game, looked at Georgia even last year, and a lot of us said Georgia was not going to win a national championship. And guess what? And they didn't. And if those of us who were with us the early part of last year, a lot of us said Georgia would lose it. We know 2 games, and one of them, well, 2 of them I called. I said that they would lose to Bama, but I also said they would lose to Ole Miss, and they did. But don't look now. If Lagway hadn't have gotten hurt in the Georgia-Florida game, Georgia would have been a 4-loss team. Because Florida actually should have beat them. Injuries caught up with Florida in that game. And can I say something else? I hope you agree with me. Actually, Georgia should have been there. You know what, Kangaroo Black? I'll walk with you on it now because I just thought about it. Guess who else should have beat Georgia? Kentucky. Remember that game? So let's count it. Kentucky should have beat them. Bama did beat them. Ole Miss beat them. Georgia Tech should have beat them. And Notre Dame beat them. Coach Sean says it best. The proof is in the details, folks. And Kobe Bryant said it like this: the numbers don't lie. I'm telling you now. Kangaroo Black said that Georgia will lose 5 games this year. I'm inclined to believe it because you go back and look at their production from last year. Georgia was not the team, and I keep saying it. They were not the team when they went 15-0 that year. They were not the team. Yeah, exactly, Coach Carl. They were lucky as hell. They were lucky. They were lucky. Georgia was more lucky than they were good. All that Carson Beck talk about the Heisman Trophy. Listen. I'm gonna dare anybody. Go back. I'm going back to when Tua came on the scene that night and got us the win in that national championship game. I need y'all to go back and look at that winning play. I want you to go back and look at it. And if you notice, Georgia's DBs were being smoked by Devontae Smith. He smoked him. He wasn't even close. And if you go back and you look at it, Devontae sort of had to wait on the ball. He smoked that dude. He smoked him. He did. He did. The point I'm making, yes, Georgia was good, but it goes back to like what I said too, what Coach Carl just said. Georgia was lucky, man. They were lucky. Let's go back. Excuse me. Let's go back. When Bryce and them played Georgia, J-Mo was killing those DBs until he went down in that with that torn ACL. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. Just saying now. Coach Carl, that first round grade on Beck hurt him. You got it. Because I keep trying to tell everybody else. For those y'all that's kind of young on here, Georgia reminds me of when they went 15-0 and all that good stuff. They reminded me of the 85 Bears. I'm not talking about that they were that good, but I'm talking about the situation of it. The Bears 85 team offensively really were not that good. Yeah, they had Walter Payton and Willie Gault. Jim McMahon was quarterback. But other than that, it was Chicago Bears defense that set their offense up many a time. And that's how Chicago was dominated. That's the same thing with Georgia. Georgia's offense wasn't all that. They weren't like, bam, explosive. But guess what? Their defense set their offense up and it made their offense look good. That's why Beck looked good. You had Brock Bowers. You had Ladd McConkey. I forgot the running back. They called him Zeus. You had him. You had some stout guys on offense, but it was their defense that set them up. Their defense set them up. It was like a you scratch my back, I scratch yours situation. And when the defense set them up to put the offense back on the field, they put the offense in striking distance. This year, let's go back and look at it. They wasn't like that. It's just time to face the music on that. So the point that I'm making is that when Bama plays them again, I believe the result going to be the same. Bama's going to beat them again. I was about to say something, but it would have been totally false. I was about to say Tennessee should have beat them. That wasn't going to happen. That wasn't going to happen. I believe that to a certain degree, Nico was a little bit overrated. Georgia caught him just right. Just saying. Holyfield, yeah. Holyfield, running back. Georgia had some studs on offense, but they benefited. They were the benefactors of an awesome defense. But this past year, their defense really was not that good. Their defense was formidable, but they were not dominant. And that's what I was trying to tell Georgia fans, that the defense they didn't have that dominating defense. Now, will it come back? Eventually, yeah, but not anytime soon. That Georgia aura is fading. It's fleeting. It's fading. I'm just saying. Alabama is putting a squad together. I'm just saying, folks, putting a squad together. So all I'm asking us to be as fans, be realistic. It's okay for you to have your picks and your choosers of who you want. There's nothing wrong with that. Some people want Ty. Some people want Austin. Some people want Keelan Russell. I want who's going to be able to have the best relationship with the O-line, with his wideouts, who's the leader of the team. That's all I'm saying. Who can manage the offense? And then on the last note of that, who's going to be able to throw the short ball and let them break it instead of trying to go long all the time and be dynamic. Go short and be effective. That's how Piano Man sees it. Now, I don't claim to be this football guru, this football wizard, but I just claim to have some good common sense. The quarterback that's able to make the short intermediate route and to turn it into a big gainer, that's who it's going to be. That's who will probably become the starter. So I'm just saying. So in these next coming weeks, it's going to be interesting of who's who. So with that being said, folks, roll tide. I'm looking forward to the rest of spring training. Don't know how A-Day is going to go, but like I said, I'm not worried about that part. I'm worried about what's going to happen after A-Day. That's what I'm worried about. That's what I think about. The things that happens after A-Day. And in this cause, the transfer portal, who's going, who's possibly coming in. And then the next thing is how revenue sharing is going to go. It's going to be an interesting next few weeks. But I'm just saying, let's be realistic and let's do what we got to do, okay? With that being said, Piano Man getting ready to get out of here because I'm going over and hop on Kangaroo Black's page. But I want to thank everybody for coming on this impromptu. I just want to surprise everybody so y'all can still see that I'm still on the map. And I'm going to say this. I've never claimed to be a content creator because I'm just a guy who loves Alabama football. That's all I am. But I am a guy who loves to report content, but I love to keep it in context. That's that. Love you too, Kimberly. You know your big brother love you. KT, you got it. You know where you stand. Coach Carl, you know what the business is. Look like Mac will start. I'm going to keep my mouth shut. Matter of fact, I'm getting me something to drink right now. Oh, that was good. Look like Mac will start. We'll see. We'll see. But I will tell you what, I wouldn't count it out. It is a three-man race. It's a three-man race. It is what it is. So to all my folks, I love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. And for those that may watch this later on, if you have not subscribed to my channel, come on, be a subscriber. It costs $0.00 to subscribe, okay? And so family members tuning in, we keep it a buck. We hang out with Kangaroo Black. We hang out with Coach Carl. We hang out with Coach Sean. We hang out with some of the other content creators and writers and this, that, and the third. But we just don't hang out with crazy folks. Because we create our own crazy. We have our own vibe going. And this is a no-hate zone here. We don't hate nobody. We love everybody, right? Right. So until the next time, Piano Man saying, I may not see you tonight, and I may not see you next week, but I guarantee you, Piano Man is going to see you in the long run. And before I go, I hope and pray that all of us will get a chance. If you're coming to A-Day, let us know so we can all get a meeting spot so we can sit down and just watch A-Day, enjoy A-Day together as a family, as friends, and all that good stuff. No hate from Piano Man on nobody. And I want to say this, even the people that don't like Piano Man too much, I ain't got nothing but love for you. I ain't mad. I'm like the late Tupac. I ain't mad at you. So Piano Man might not see you today or tomorrow, but check this out. I'm going to see you in the long run. So let's hop on over to KB and let's go chop it up over there. All right. Roll Tide, everybody. And I'll see you later.